Sziasztok! Sikerült kijutnunk Bécsbe a Coheed and Cambria koncertre, ami Bálint egyik legnagyobb kedvence, úgyhogy szeretném, hogyha megismernétek ezt a zenekart végre.
Őket róluk annyit kell tudni, hogy egy konceptzenekar, egy sci-fi történetet mesélnek 5 albumon keresztül, és egy nagyon remek koncertet adtak nekünk, meg még a maradék embernek, aki ott volt.
És nektek is egyben, úgyhogy ajánlom minden heavy metalosnak, sci-fi rajongóknak, fantasysnek, szerepjátékosnak, és a saját nézőinknek is. Mit mondtam? Sci-fi.
The concept of your band, how would you describe it?
It's kind of about these two characters, Coheed and Cambria, that kind of live, in another time and place. What happens after their death and how one of their children ends the whole universe.
Okay.
That's the quick version.
Coheedot és Cambriát ráveszik, hogy öljék meg gyerekeiket, mivel veszélyt jelentenek az univerzumra. Csak Claudio, a legidősebb fiú menekül meg szüleitől és az őt üldözőktől. Megismerkedik Ellel, akinek szitakötő hajójával menekülnek el, miközben Jesse, Claudio nagybátyja, a lázadás vezetője elindul megmenteni unokaöccsét. Hosszú útjuk során új társak csatlakoznak hozzájuk. Elárulják őket, és kiderül, hogy Claudio halála azért olyan fontos, mert ő a kiválasztott, akiben egy olyan erő lakik, amelyen irányítani tudja azt univerzumot összefogó energiát. Jesse-t kivégzik, de Claudio folytatja útját, hogy bevégezze sorsát és bosszút álljon Ryanen, aki testvérei és szülei halála mögött áll.
The one we just released is the end, so next we're going to be doing, tell the origins of the two characters, Coheed and Cambria, because they actually die in our first record. And so we're going to go back and visit those characters, bring them back. It should be fun. I think Claudio has like a gist of what's going to happen in the story. The music is being written kind of as we speak, but it's going to be different, you know what I mean? It's going to be fun.
A bit about the next step when the concept is finished, so where will Coheed and Cambria will continue the story or start a new one or a spin-off?
Well, the story's ended. Most likely something, the option is there to spin off. It's a huge universe he's created, so maybe some kind of side story. But the band is going to remain Coheed and Cambria and we're going to keep making records. But as far as the main story of Coheed and Cambria, that's going to be over. My break was in 2006. We were in Europe and I kind of had a meltdown a little bit. I was just burnt out. We've been touring for 7 years, pretty hardcore, 6 years, something like that. And I went home. I had a pretty hefty drug problem and I had to get right, you know what I mean? And it got worse. I didn't talk to anybody for about 9 months. But
what was it exactly you were talking about?
What I was doing?
Yeah.
I was doing heroin. And so yeah, that.
So now you're right.
Yeah, now I'm right.
How do you get along with Chris Penny?
I love that man. Like, I was really concerned about, when I rejoined the band because Josh was my brother. You know what I mean? I played with him for a long time. But the first day I sat down, the first song I played with Chris Penny, I was like, oh, this is going to be cool. You know what I mean? And in the past year and change of playing with him, I've improved tenfold. You know what I mean? He's made me a better player. Influenced by a lot of jazz players and stuff like that, just for like my own stuff, a lot of folk and things like that. Of course, and like the the masters of rock like Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, then Lizzy, Queen, The Police. Those are like my favorites.
You take my life, but I'll take it too. Your fire must get burned when you through. Yeah, when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stand, there's no turning back. Look at the sounds of time taking. Yeah, this battlefield, no one lives. Walk to the races for the horses back. Yeah, we'll lay with you in the summer day.
This one right here, we kind of, we all got, the four of us originally, like in 2002 or something like that. Yeah, and this obviously is the key work, which we all have this too. Chris Penny actually has this; it's his only tattoo. And this is basically the constellation of stars and planets that is the universe of Coheed and Cambria. So these two are Coheed and Cambria tattoos. All the rest of mine are just other things.
And this is the value camper, the star shape.
There's that, and it's also there's also dragonflies that carry like an accelerant to a virus. So I mean, it's kind of like a double meaning.
The feeling of the new album is much more optimistic, I think, than the last one. Do you agree with it?
Yeah, I think so. Because, this record, I don't think anybody knew that it was going to happen. At the time, because there was no Coheed and Cambria. That's why it's called No World for Tomorrow. And I think it came together in just such a way, and it felt new again, and everybody was excited to be playing again. I mean, we took almost like a year off, almost. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, I mean, it kind of mirrors like how everybody's feeling at the time. It's a new band, Like that one member changed, like Chris Penny, like with this band, like one person can change like the whole vibe of the band, and we think it's where we want to be right now, and the next album hopefully will be better.
When you're writing a song, Claudio does everything, or you putting the songs together?
Yeah, we put the songs together. Claudio is the principal songwriter. You know what I mean? He comes up with like most of the main parts. A lot of things in this record, he and Chris bounced back over the internet, like just sending tracks, like drum tracks, and wrote that way. He's definitely the principal songwriter. This album, I kind of came back late. I pretty much just sat down with, a blank palette and charts, and just wrote my parts around what was already there. But previously we always just sat down in a room for like a month and just put everything together.
What did I do to deserve? What did I do to deserve? What did I do to deserve? What did I do to deserve?
Can we talk about what is Kill Audio?
What is Kill Audio?
What is it?
It's a vinyl toy that Claudio is designing, and he's working on designing the second one right now. But what it is, it's kind of like this character. That's the Kill Audio doll, and every different version of it is this character that looks just like Claudio, like dying in some way, like in a guillotine or drowning, something like that. It's just like it's kind of in the Japanese style of vinyl toys.